Rock DIY or do it you. According to the Kubota tractor operator's manual, go to page 117. It says here engine oil change, engine oil filter replace, and then it's got this symbol in the 50-hour column. And if you go back here, it says right here, you must perform the jobs indicated by the symbol after the first 50 hours of operation. It also says on page 119, engine crankcase holds 3.3 US quarts, and then the different types of engine oil you can use dependent on the temperature, whatever region you're in. For this job, I got a socket set and the bolt for the engine drain is a 14 millimeter, so I'll be using that. Got rags, an oil wrench if I need it, a funnel, gloves, original Kubota engine oil filter, oil pan, and then the manual. Well, and most importantly, the tractor. Engine oil filter is right there. I've already attempted to remove it by hand and it's not budging. So I'll use my oil filter wrench to loosen that up. In my case, I have a gravel driveway, so I have cardboard down in case I get any oil anywhere. There's the bolt to drain the oil. I got my oil pan in place. I'm going to remove the engine oil dipstick just so when I drain the oil out of the oil pan, it comes out easier. I'm going to keep this pressed against the oil pan until I know for sure that it's unthreaded, just to get it to come out all at once rather than dripping all over the place. Out of all the oil changes that you do on the Kubota BX23S, the 50-hour service or oil change is probably going to be the most important one you do, because for those first 50 hours you're running the tractor straight from the factory, in which a lot of the oil is going to have a lot of metal shavings, fragments, sealants, all that stuff is going to be in the oil, so you want to get that out at your 50-hour service. In some cases, engine oil drain pan bolts are magnetized, but in this case, this one is not. But when it is magnetized, it's great for getting those metal shavings that may come off the engine, and then they go down in the drain pan and stay stuck to the bolt. I'm going to keep my oil pan, drain pan, directly underneath where the oil filter is, because I don't know for sure where all the oil is going to go, so I'm just going to keep it there and kind of see where it goes. I'm going to venture to say that the engine oil filter that's put on the tractor when you get it, you are more than likely not going to be able to get the filter off by hand. So I'm using this wrench, and even with this wrench, it's on there really tight. There's the filter. Definitely want to check the engine block, make sure that the gasket is not still stuck to the engine block. They got a little bit of oil on the frame. The majority of it is going across the boot on the steering. There's the old filter. You can see how much I beat it up trying to get it off with the oil filter wrench. And the gasket is still intact. And here's my new one. Got it all cleaned up, ready to put the new filter on. Take some of this old oil, put it on the gasket before I put it back on the tractor. I did leave the drain plug out the entire time while I removed the engine oil filter and replaced it, because sometimes when you remove the filter, more oil will come out. So I've replaced the filter. Now I'm going to put the drain plug bolt back in. If you're not convinced that you need to do the oil change at 50 hours, hopefully this will convince you to do it, because this pan was completely clean before I started. And the tractor is clean, so this didn't just fall in the pan. It came out of the oil pan on the tractor. And I also used this magnet and went around to see if some of them are metallic, and some of them are. And it's not just because the oil's sticking to the magnet. These are actual metal pieces that came out of the oil pan. Already wiped the dipstick once. Now I'm gonna check it, and it's right at, or just below, the full mark. So I'm not gonna add any more until I run it, and then let it sit and check it again, and possibly add some more oil. Please like, comment, or subscribe. Thanks again.